Hi everyone, I am Clarissa, the Financial Aid Advisor for American College Counseling, Inc. We're a national recognized organization that provides personalized expert college counseling. And ACCI's program offers descriptive scholarship and grant opportunities that are currently available. We put an emphasis on diversity per student and conclude with guidelines on incorporating self-learning of successful scholarship and grant research. We do conduct monthly webinars, and they highlight each important step in the college-bound process. I am glad you're all here today. I have originated this webinar to assist parents and students in filling out the free application for federal student aid. That's also known as the FAFSA. And the FAFSA helps you pay for your college expenses. Please take notes within today's webinar, and should you have any questions, please do not hesitate to ask, and I will address them following my presentation. Early filers get the funds, so I cannot stress enough the importance of filing a FAFSA as early as January 1st of each year, and we're here to assist you every step of the way. At ACCI, I can assist any students and parents over the phone, or if you're local as well, completing your FAFSA online. A FAFSA is for students with a Social Security number, and it's used to determine a student's eligibility for federal financial aid and some state aid as well. This includes any loans, scholarships, and grants. After completion of your FAFSA, you're given a student aid report, which is also known as a SAR, S-A-R, and that lists all of your FAFSA data. You will have to review and make corrections if needed on your SAR, and it will show your expected family contribution that's needed for your college as well. You will need to have your previous tax returns and W-2 forms, any current bank statements and investment statements, also records of any untaxed income. The eligibility requirements include being a U.S. citizen or eligible non-citizen with valid Social Security number, as I mentioned. You do have to have a high school diploma or GED. You must be enrolled in a degree or certificate program and have satisfactory academic progress as well. This chart here will show you the maximum loan limits that were for 2011-2012 per undergraduate and graduate students. Now, subsidized federal loans are available for students who have financial need and they're enrolled half-time status at their school. For this loan, the federal government pays the interest on these loans that accrues while you're actually enrolled. For unsubsidized federal direct loans, a student does not need to show any financial need. However, the student is responsible to pay any accrued interest, and that accrues on the loan from the time it is dispersed. Once again, to highlight the importance of a FAFSA, it does calculate and determine the federal funds that each student will receive. ACCI's financial aid advisors can help you maximize those funds that you'll need to receive for post-secondary education. You can contact us at 866-275-2224 if you need any help with that as well. The expected family contribution is also known as the EFC factors. It has all your family's finances, family size, and investments. The total calculation is the educational cost per academic year, and it has a subtraction of your EFC. That gives you the result of the maximum eligible amount per student. You will need to enter all required standard information regarding yourself and your family if you're claimed as a dependent. This will need to be inputted into your FAFSA while you're filling it out. Make sure you have all your contact list of documents, specific data, everything that you will need. You may also contact us for a list of the items you need to successfully complete your FAFSA. Upon completion of your FAFSA, you will need to electronically sign it with a personal PIN number. If you do not have a FAFSA PIN number, you may contact ACCI's financial advisors today, and we will help you find one. You can reach us again at 866-275-2224. It's very important to maintain your eligibility for federal financial aid. Basically, in order to meet eligibility requirements, students must be progressing academically, as I mentioned before, be enrolled at least half-time in school status, and you must keep up with other financial responsibilities with your college, so be sure to file on time with your FAFSA as well the following year. Some good tips would be to be sure that you thoroughly and truthfully answer all the questions within the FAFSA. Once you complete the FAFSA, keep a file of your account, which includes your PIN number and password. That way you can easily access it again the following year. Here's a basic financial aid timeline. However, as I mentioned, each state and college do differ on that. Other services provided by ACCI include career and aptitude analysis, SAT, ACT preparation, essay and application review, choosing your major, and we offer excellent guidance. Our goal is to match the client with valuable colleges and financial aid resources at a local, state, and national level. We offer a comprehensive college counseling program, and as a thank you for attending the webinar today, you will receive a 10% discount on our college counseling services. Please visit our website. It's www.askacci.com, or you can call us again at 866-275-2224 for a free consultation. At this time, I would like to encourage anyone who has a question to post it in the text box to the right, and I will be more than happy to answer that for you. Oh, I see Lisa, Sam, and David would like a copy of this webinar. Well, once we conclude today, you will be able to have access to this webinar as early as tomorrow. You would just have to visit our website at www.parentprepu.com, and you can go to the archive of our past webinars. The rules for the FAFSA for divorced parents, Ken, is that you only need one parent that the student is living with. If you are a student and you're living with your father who is divorced, then you would only need your father's tax information, social security number, and all that. Now, if they have remarried and you live with the step parent and your other parent, you will also need to include the step parent's information on your FAFSA. Just the one parent can. No, Sue, unfortunately, the parent's age does not really factor into the FAFSA. Yes, again, the webinar will be available for review as of tomorrow on our website, which is parentprepu.com. RS from New York asks, what if your income varies each year? Well, that's why you need to fill out a FAFSA on January 1st of each year, and they will calculate your new income into the calculation of the EFC to determine the student's financial aid eligibility. David asks if regarding the W-2 forms are not received until the end of January. Well, at that point, they give you an option online when you're doing the online FAFSA to check if you have not yet completed your taxes, and that will allow you to use the IRS retrieval tool. Once your taxes are filed, they will calculate that into it. Okay, Ted, if divorced parents share equal joint custody and neither is remarried, if they're at the same residence, again, if you are still divorced but you file your taxes jointly and you both claim your child as a dependent, you will need both of the parents' information. If the parents are divorced and you have equal custody, you need to decide which parent is going to be the primary parent to do that. Business assets and debts are taken into account, Sue. Thomas asks, are there income limits to qualify for a FAFSA loan? Well, no. Every student will qualify for some amount of money. Stephen asks, what happens if I am unemployed as of January 1st? How do they recalculate the aid? Again, you could go on as financial need for the student. If they are in more financial need than other students, that will be taken into consideration. Yes, Chris, the value of your house is taken into account. Any investments, any properties, anything that you may own needs to be listed on your FAFSA. Yes, green card holders, can they file for a FAFSA or do you have to be a citizen? Again, as long as they're an eligible non-citizen with a valid social security number and they have a high school diploma or GED, they can file for a FAFSA. Thomas asks, what is the interest rate on the loan? Well, Thomas, that really depends on which loan the student is going to receive. As of right now, a typical subsidized federal Stafford loan has an interest rate of 6.8%. Carolyn, yes. I would go with you have to truthfully answer which parent is in charge of the dependent student. So if that one happens to have the lowest income, then it is to your advantage. Sue, I have seen all sorts of salary limits be awarded financial aid in the forms of either loans, scholarships, or grants. So there's really no limit. Does any one parent file in a divorce situation? Yes. Again, like I said, the parent who is mainly in charge and has the student as a dependent must file. According to the FAFSA, you only need one parent to electronically sign and submit at the end of the FAFSA, so that does need to be the parent in charge of the student. Elisa, it goes into anything that your taxes are considered as well. Any investments, like I said, anything you own, bank account information, all that's taken into consideration for a FAFSA. Ted, yes. The parent that claims their student on their taxes should be the one filling out the FAFSA. Maria, you would file for the student according